Hello, I'm Will Royall, and this is for music venues selling $250,000 to $5 million in ticket revenue. 6 secrets to increase your music venue's annual profit by $238,000 without any additional labor. Success story number 1. This is Venue 578. They went from $900,000 to $2.1 million in revenue and garnered $238,000 in additional profits. They did this in 12 months' time. JP Day, the assistant manager there, said, "We crushed it." You see him there at Red Rocks. He likes to go to shows as well, just like the rest of us. Venue 578 crushed it. Another success story. This is Mulberry Mountain and Lodging and Events out in Arkansas. They have several events a year. One of them is Backwoods at Mulberry Mountain, a festival they held. $880,000 to $1.6 million in revenue, $446,000 in additional profits. They did it in 24 months' time. Javi Gillian said, "This is the best thing we ever did for our business." And many others are experiencing similar results. And the media is talking about these methods that I'm about to go over today. So who is this for? This is for those who own a music venue and just want to sell more tickets. This is for maybe a non-profitable music venue, or if you're struggling with event expenses or you feel lost as to the next steps, you're unsure if you want to what you're paying the artist is actually worth it, or if they're moving ticket sales for you. You don't trust the artist agents. Maybe you've run a successful venue, but you're struggling to grow it. You might have lost money in events in the past, and you can't stand Ticketmaster and Eventbrite. None of us can. You love new marketing ideas to sell more tickets, and of course, you'll stop at nothing to succeed. Who is this not for? Well, if you're a skeptic, this is probably not for you. If you're a know-it-all and you've already got it all figured out, it's not for you. Hobbyists, there are people that don't take their business seriously, and of course, non-music related venues or events. Listen, you've got to take your business seriously. If you're not taking your business seriously and you don't care about making more money right now, then this video is not for you. You can stop watching right now. Your struggle with profitability is not your fault. I want to start out by saying that the average ticket service fee in the industry is 27%. 27% of the amount of money that an attendee is willing to pay goes right to a ticketing company. That makes it really difficult for you. The other majority is made up from artist expenses. So the average venue spends about 45% of that ticket money on artists. So between these two fees, music event producers and organizers and venues, they struggle with profitability. And Eventbrite, actually, a ticketing company, who's partially responsible for this, says 68% of music event organizers reported profitability as their biggest challenge. Yet Eventbrite's not doing anything about it, right? And so what if, though, you say, I pass my ticketing fees on to the customer, Will? It doesn't matter. I pass them on to the customer. Listen, that's what we call the Max Price Fallacy. So your customer, has a maximum price that they're willing to pay to go to your event, and that they can afford to go to your event, in fact. And anything that you do not keep of that max price is actually money lost to your business. And so when you're passing the fee on to a customer, you actually have to make room for that fee, even if you're passing it on to them. And the ticketing company is keeping that. So it's lost to your business. If you didn't have the fee, you could price your ticket at the max price the customer was willing to pay, and you would keep it. That's what we call the Max Price Fallacy. So the truth is, you can eliminate several of your largest expenses, reclaiming up to 42% more revenue immediately without affecting venue operations. Who am I? I am a founder and entrepreneur myself. I've scaled an international e-commerce startup from 0 to 10 million in 24 months. I scaled a national music festival from 50,000 when I got my hands on it to 1.8 million a year in just 12 months. I scaled the 3rd largest Central Florida concert venue to the 2nd largest from 1 million to 2.2 million in 12 months. And I owned an ad agency for 14 years, expanded into New York City and Orlando, so I know marketing really well. And I've booked many acts and tours such as Migos, Post Malone, Odessa, Grizz, Cardi B, Revolution, Travis Scott, and a whole lot more. So how was this solution born? How did this come to be? Well, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm not telling this to you to brag, as you'll see in a second, but I lost $1.2 million when I first entered the entertainment space. That's a huge amount of money to lose. And none of our marketing tech scaled. We weren't part of any promotional network, and our ticketing and event management technologies were expensive. I realized that to become profitable, I needed to cut expenses, grow attendance, and grow my revenue. So we went looking for solutions only to find that they didn't really exist, or they were buggy, or they were still too expensive, or didn't scale. And so I used my ad agency and marketing experience to develop a solution from scratch. And it created insane 32% profit margins for our business. And it grew 120% of sales at my venue and 3,500%, a ridiculous number, for my festival year over year. Profit for us hit $684,000 the first year after implementing this solution. And other promoters started asking me if it could work for them as well. And so our new mission, I assembled a team, is now to get this solution in the hands of other music promoters. And so I'm going to tell you exactly how you can do the same thing today. So 6 secrets and 6 steps. Here they are. Step number 1 is choosing a ticketing company. We all have to do this in the business, right? This is the old way. You entertain taking money from ticketing companies, which are really just loans disguised as royalties and sponsorships or advances. You're going to have to pay that back to that ticketing company in the form of ridiculously high ticketing fees. And the ticketing company is going to make a massive profit off of your business. And so you decide to pass those fees on to the attendee, but this still results in a loss to your business due to the Max Price Fallacy that we learned about. So the new way is you're going to choose a ticketing company that does not charge a ticket service fee. And you're going to price your tickets at the max price the customer is willing to pay to attend. And the result is that you're going to keep 100% of the profit that the ticketing company used to make off of your business, increasing your bottom line. So if you need money up front, you can then borrow it at cheaper rates than what a ticketing company would charge you. And the good news is, after all the additional profit you're going to be making, you don't really need to borrow much. So the proof, right? If you choose a ticketing company with no fees, you're going to crush it. Backwoods at Mulberry Mountain, the venue in Arkansas, made $42,000 more profit in a single year simply by eliminating their ticketing fees. Venue 578 made $808,000 more over a 4-year contract by eliminating their ticketing fees. You know those ticketing companies love to get you in those long-term contracts. Venue 578 saved $808,000. Man. A music venue, secret number 1, not taking money from ticketing companies. And choosing a ticketing company with 0 ticket service fees can instantly make your music venue more profitable by up to 27% of your total revenue. That's secret number 1. And guys, I've got some other videos that I would love for you to go seek out. And I explain this way more in detail if you want to dive into this. So this one is called The Real Cost of Ticketing Sponsorships. You can find this on YouTube. And basically, I go through this document right here. I go through both a music festival example as well as a music venue example. And I show you exactly how all of these fees that ticketing companies charge add up and what it means to your business if you can eliminate that fee and capture the max price that the customer is willing to pay. There's another video I've got. It's called Increase Your Music Festival's Profit Guaranteed with this one simple thing. I know it says music festival, but guys, it applies to venues as well. In fact, the sheet that I go through here has a festival calculation, but it also has a individual show calculation for music venues. Go find those 2 videos on YouTube, watch them, and you will be shocked at how much money you could be making this year with this one simple thing. So back to it. Frequently asked questions that I get asked about this. Does this work if I'm just starting out? What if I don't take money up front from my ticketing company? Well, let's start with the first one. Of course it does. Of course it works if you're just starting out. In fact, you're going to be ahead of those who have been losing out on this revenue potential, the first several years of their business until they found this video. And what if you don't take money up front from your ticketing company? It still works. I mean, if you're paying a ticketing fee, you're paying a ticketing fee. So we want to get rid of that and put that money back in your pocket immediately. What if your fees aren't that high? Again, you know, if I told you you could have something for 0 cents or 10 cents, hopefully you're going to take it for 0 cents. What if I'm already selling on a different platform for this event, meaning you have an event that's coming up and you're halfway there? Do you have to wait to start keeping the fees for yourself? You can actually apply this technique mid-event, you know, and start saving from today forward. You don't have to wait until that event is over with. And what if I'm already in contract with a ticketing company and there are fines to break it? You know, you have to do the calculations, but 9 times out of 10, when you do the calculation, the amount of fees that you're going to save greatly outweigh any sort of fine or fee that you would have to pay to break your current ticketing contract. I'm serious. If you do the calculations, you'll see it's worth it sometimes to even pay your current ticketing company to get out of the contract, because by the end of the year, you're going to save and make more money by eliminating your fees altogether. So what if my ticketing company is a sponsor or is giving me money up front? Again, this is the sneakiest move by ticketing companies. They give you this money up front to try to lock you into a long-term deal. It doesn't matter, guys. When you do the calculations, eliminating the fee is the best way to go. You'll see in the math. Go find those other YouTube videos that I mentioned, and you will see the numbers for yourself. So step number 2, booking artists. Okay, everybody's got to do this to throw a show. So I've got a secret here too to save you a ton of cash. The old way, you used to book acts that your friends or the staff or you yourself might think, you know, are hot right now or popular. You book acts based on what the agents are telling you is up and coming. You book acts maybe that you've worked with before and you feel super comfortable with. And the result is that you lose money on a show once in a while, or you don't make nearly as much as you could have. You know, you may have chosen the wrong acts, overpaid, or the act didn't sell tickets as expected. The new way you're going to do this is you're going to make decisions based on data and not on emotion or suggestions from others. You're going to obtain permission to view the Spotify listener data of past and present attendees. You're going to book the most popular acts then that are trending right now based on that correlation and overlap of the listener data with your database, and that same audience that you're going to market and sell tickets to. The end result is that you're going to recognize value-priced acts that are going to sell the most tickets and lower the expenses and increase your revenue by giving your potential ticket buyers exactly who they want to see, because you know you're watching exactly who they're listening to right now on Spotify. The proof, you can be 100% sure that the artists that you book are going to drive more revenue than the total cost of your show. Obviously, you will never lose money in that situation. And so if you can identify which artists are on sale and which have a higher demand than other artists that may charge a premium that happen to have a lower demand, then it's game over. Backwoods Music Festival over at Mulberry Mountain made $410,000 more profit. $410,000 more profit in 2018 while lowering their music budget by $130,000 from the year before. So with less artist spend, they actually sold 1,400 more tickets year over year using this technique. Music venue secret number 2, making talent buying decisions with attendee listener data will produce a successful music venue calendar that never loses money, always sells massive amounts of tickets, and turns huge profits. Again, I have another video I'd love for you to go check out. It's how to make $410,000 more this year booking artists and selling more tickets. You can find it. It looks like this on YouTube. I take you through this thesis and how to apply this technique in detail. Go check that video out. Moving on, secret number 2, I get questions coming to me about this as well. How do I get access to view my attendees' Spotify listener data? That's the number 1 question I get. You're going to get permission from the user and you're going to access it through Spotify's API. So the user just has to give you that permission, and then Spotify will let you into their API, and you'll be able to extract that data for all of your attendees and ticket buyers and view exactly who they're listening to on Spotify. What does an attendee have to do to give me permission to access it? Well, they literally just click a quick button and give you that permission. They can do it when they're registering with an account. They can do it. It's the click of a button. It's very, very easy. It's like logging into Spotify or logging into Facebook. How long can I access their listener data for? Well, you actually get their listener data on a rolling 90-day period. So you're going to be able to see who they're listening to for the last 90 days. And it's always going to update every day. So you're going to have the most recent data. You're also going to be able to see who they're following, who they've been following forever, okay? And you're going to have access to this data for as long as they don't revoke that access. And because most people don't go back and look at all of the permissions and their settings that they don't revoke it because nothing's reminding them that they've provided you this access. And so once you gain it, usually it's 99% of the time you have access to it ongoing forever. And so how do you use the data to save money when booking artists? Well, there's a trick to it, but if you could see, for example, that 1,000 people in your database are listening to this artist, and this artist wants to charge you, $500. I know that's a crazy number, but I'm just going to throw it out there. And then you see another artist that only 500 people in your database are listening to, but they want to charge you $1,000, right? So the one, you have 1,000 listeners, wants to charge $500. The other one, you have 500 listeners, wants to charge $1,000. Obviously, you know that the other one, the first one, is a much better value. They've got 1,000 listeners and they're cheaper. So that's how you can sort through this data. You can see all of these artists. You can see the most popular ones, the ones that have the most overlap with your entire database, and then you can compare the price points on these artists and book the ones that you know the majority of your database are interested in. And by doing so, you can really squeeze your music budget and make it go far. Make it go far with artists that are going to be popular and sell more tickets. Okay. Moving on to step number 3, building ambassador teams. So this is the way that some venues have done this in the past. They would recruit ambassadors manually. They'd manage tasks on a Google sheet or a spreadsheet. They'd tediously check social profiles one by one, making sure that those ambassadors and employees are helping to promote those shows. They'd keep their teams small so that they could manage it. And they'd print paper tickets and try to collect cash from ambassadors. But of course, you would have to trust and know those people very well since you're giving them cash and tickets. And the result is that it's labor intensive and time consuming. You don't sell as many tickets as you'd like to because you keep your team small and it just doesn't perform very well. And many times venue owner, operators, managers, they give up on this tactic because it's not producing results. The new way you're going to do this, though, is you're going to recruit from a large network of proven ambassadors who know what they're doing already and are doing this for other people. You're going to automate the management and tracking of the tasks and rewards that you set for them so that you can scale it and you don't have to manage it or babysit the program. You're going to let every ambassador sell tickets even if you don't know who they are and you don't trust them, and you're going to make sure that you build a huge team. This is a numbers game, okay? You need to make sure that you've got the masses out there promoting your events. And the end result is that you're going to have hundreds of ambassadors promoting, thousands of posters and flyers getting handed out, thousands of organic social media posts happening, and hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of tickets sold this year. The proof on this: managing a large ambassador team successfully can sell hundreds of thousands of dollars in tickets for you. Each month, your ambassador program is going to become stronger and sell more tickets as your ambassadors get better at their jobs. So Backwoods at Mulberry Mountain, the venue in Arkansas we've been talking about this entire time, their ambassador program resulted in $175,797 in additional, above and beyond, ticket sales in 2018. And then in 2019, as those ambassadors really were learning how to operate this program, $228,214 in additional ticket sales. And 22,293 social posts were tracked. They lowered their advertising spend by $75,000 due to all that organic social reach. And 10,757 posters and flyers were tracked all automatically for Mulberry Mountain. So music venue secret number 3. Managed ambassador programs work for venue promotion and can sell hundreds of thousands of dollars in additional tickets for you automatically without any risk of cash or ticket losses by using tech and leveraging pre-existing ambassador networks. I've got one more video I want you to go check out online. It's this one, how to sell $380,000 in additional tickets. This focuses in on that Backwoods Street team, Backwoods Ambassador team I was talking about at Mulberry Mountain. And we go through this document here, and it explains exactly how you can sell $380,000 more tickets by following the same plan that Backwoods did. All right. So some questions I get asked about this. How do I automatically recruit ambassadors from a network larger than my own? Well, these networks exist out there. You just have to become a member and tap into those networks and, basically list your program. And these ambassadors, they will come to you. They will ask you to join your program because this is the industry they love. They love going to shows. They love doing this, being a part of the team. How do my ambassadors sell tickets for me? How can I trust them? Well, technology will allow them to sell tickets for you for cash, for credit, or even online. And you don't have to worry about collecting the cash because the technology is the middleman. It's like an escrow. And so the trust issue is eliminated. You can have anyone sell tickets for you for cash or credit without worrying about losing that cash or tickets. And so how can ambassadors sell tickets online using a tracking link? Well, the technology will provide each ambassador its own unique URL. And when they use that online, it goes right to your website, to your checkout for your tickets, and it just tracks it back to the ambassador. How can ambassadors sell tickets for cash? The technology has their credit card on file. So these are professional ambassadors that has their credit card on file. Basically, if they sell a ticket, their credit card is charged the wholesale rate for the ticket if you decided to pay them a commission, for example. And so you get your money right away, they keep the cash, and the ticket buyer gets the ticket. So the technology handles that and facilitates that entire transaction like an escrow. How can I track my ambassadors' tasks automatically? Well, the technology also does that. So it goes out and it scours the social media sites, makes the ambassadors upload photos to the tech product, and it simply just tracks it. It does everything for you. It automates it. You can use technology to automate this program and lower the amount of time it takes to manage. Step number 4, building your music venue a mobile app. So, this is everybody's on their phones these days. You have to have a mobile app if you want to effectively communicate with your customer base. This is the old way. So you would send expensive SMS text marketing, text marketing to reach someone on their mobile phone. You'd send emails that maybe end up in spam or are never opened, reach only 10% of your following on social media platforms and pay huge fees because we all know that organic reach is getting stifled. And you'd pay expensive developers maybe to create a mobile app if you did go down that path. And the end result is expensive, and you don't always get the response or the reach that you're looking for. The cost to develop an app is high, and it's expensive to maintain. This is how you're going to go about it now, though. You're going to build a mobile app without an expensive developer. You'll send push notifications through your mobile app rather than expensive text SMS messages. And you'll continue to send emails as a secondary form of communication and lower your retargeting ads and ad spend on social media by connecting to more of your audience through your own mobile app. And this results in a much higher response and saves on development and marketing. So the proof about this is that you need, of course, a way to communicate inexpensively with customers, and average email open rates are shown to be only 22% in the industry. Social media continues to get more expensive, and organic reach is of course stifled because Facebook wants to make ad dollars. And Backwoods, as an example, again, built a mobile app without a developer, okay, using a GUI interface software product, saving them $15,000. They began sending push notifications to attendees instead of texts. Response rates skyrocketed to over 92% compared to email, and they saved $2,200 a year compared to the text message marketing they were sending out. Music venue secret number 4. Custom mobile apps are inexpensive and easy to build without expensive developers. They can pay for themselves many times over and generate higher response, engagement, and profits than traditional communication methods for music venues. Some questions I get asked about this is, how can I develop an app when I don't even know how to code? Well, you don't need to. So you can use a graphical user interface to actually lay out what you want on the app and submit it to the stores without writing a single line of code. So there has to be a cost, right? How much is this going to cost me? It's going to cost you less than the cost of a few tickets to a festival. Okay, it's very inexpensive. This is not like hiring an $80,000 developer for the year. How much can I customize in the app since I don't have developers coding for me? Well, you can put your lineup. You can put upcoming shows. You can have ticket links for customers to buy tickets. You can put the RSS feed for your blog from your website on there. You can upload a parking map for the venue. You can put everything needed for a customer to understand what shows are coming to your venue, what the schedule of events are. You can even send them, offers for free drinks to drive some bar traffic in the app. How will people download my app? Well, they can download it from the App Store, either Google Play or the iPhone App Store on their mobile device, just like they would any other native mobile app. And how do I update the information in my app? It would be through a content management system. So much like WordPress for a website, there's a content management system you can use to update the information inside your mobile app. And how much can you really save by building your app? Well, a developer in the US, a good developer is going to run you, $120,000, $130,000. Maybe you get a cheap one for $80,000 in a year. Maybe if you're doing a custom app, maybe you can find someone to build you one for $15,000, $20,000, something along those lines. This is going to be, a fraction. It's going to be in the hundreds of dollars to do it. Does this really increase engagement and ticket sales? Of course it does. 92% over email. So you send a push notification through your mobile app. It's going to show right up on their phone, on their notifications tab. That gets you the biggest results for responses compared to any other method right now. Step number 5, stream your concerts online. Okay. Most people are not doing this who own a venue still today. We've seen in recent years that more people are doing it. In recent months, should I say. 2020 was the year of the pandemic, so we've seen a lot more people go online. But this is the old way. You invest in expensive production camera and satellite equipment. You use only for marketing purposes, typically by the big guys to generate interest in future ticket buyers. You would see these festivals streamed online for free. They're just trying to generate future ticket sales with that. And the end result is that it was expensive and it's out of reach for small to mid-sized venues and events. The upfront investment to stream and hope for future ticket sales is too risky to take on for most independent promoters. Ticketing and streaming platforms are separate, so security for virtual concerts was almost non-existent. I mean, you would, if somebody got a hold of the link, they could share it with their friends, and so it was very hard to monetize those streams. The new way now, though, is to use inexpensive camera equipment. It's cheap these days, and the feed from your soundboard into a laptop, just a laptop at the front of house. Use high-speed internet rather than satellite trucks to upload and compress the video footage in real time for streaming. And you can sell tickets to your stream. This is the important part. You sell tickets to your stream instead of giving it away for free to access new geographical markets and expand your venue's capacity. In the end, you're going to add very little expense to your show, and you're going to sell more tickets to people all over the world who want to attend and see the artists that are playing at your venue. You can also keep selling tickets, say, when you sell out a show. So the proof, streaming a concert increases awareness, ticket sales, and can be another way to monetize your event. K-pop sensation BTS broke records when they sold over 1 million tickets to their online streaming concert. I mean, 1 million tickets online. Record Bar, a small 500 cap venue, sells an average of 100 paid virtual tickets every show, earning them an extra $700. Shiner is a small Midwest touring band, hosted a 1-hour virtual concert online and made $6,018 in profit after expenses for a small band. Music venue secret number 5. Using a ticketing company with secured built-in streaming capabilities is the only way to guarantee monetization of 100% of your viewership and add thousands in additional ticket sales from people who can't attend your events in person at the venue. Okay? So this is a way that you can add revenue on top of the shows that you're already paying for. This is just gravy money on top. Some questions that I get asked about this. What equipment do I need to stream my event? Well, you simply need a small video camera, okay? Maybe an HD video camera for a few $100, a laptop, and an internet connection. And then you just put your laptop in front of house, put your video feed and your audio feed into it, and you can start streaming. How do people watch the streamed event? Well, they go to an event page and they basically take the ticket that you sold them and they drag and drop it onto the front gates, the virtual front gates for the festival, and it lets them into the stream. And then they can watch it. They can then watch it on their computer, they can watch it on a TV, they can watch it on their mobile phone, they can watch it wherever they are. Can users chat or communicate with each other and my team? There's an open chat room. So while they're watching the event, they can chat with all the other attendees. They can chat with, I've even seen them chat with artists on there, but they can chat with your venue or venue staff. Can I use a separate streaming platform from my ticketing company? You can. You can use a separate streaming platform like Zoom or something along those lines, but the problem is it's not going to be secure. What you really want is a streaming platform and ticketing platform all built into one system, because then the ticketing will create these unique URLs so that when the ticket buyer goes to use that URL, they can't share it with anyone else. It's only theirs for their ticket, and they validate their ticket to get in and watch the stream, just like they would have to do at the front door of your venue. So the only way you can monetize 100% of your viewership is by making sure that the streaming platform and the ticketing company are one, that you're using one piece of software to do those tasks. All right, step number 6, putting tickets on sale. This is like always the most exciting day for really big shows, right? The old way was that you would post on social sites organically. You might boost those and run expensive ads. You'd send emails and send out a text blast, and you may run additional paid marketing like Google AdWords or something. And the end result is that you're limited to communicating only with those that you can reach, and you pay heavily for advertising to new prospects. And in some cases, you pay social sites to reach those who are already following you, right? Like Facebook, you gain followers and then they only show it to 10%, and you still have to boost the post and pay to reach the same followers who are already following you. So it ends up being really expensive, and you reach only a fraction of the people that you really could be. So the new way you're going to do it is you're going to run a small amount of ads to seed a viral contest registration page for the event. Maybe you give away a prize like a artist meet and greet or a backstage pass. And then you'll send out some normal emails and social posts. You'll have the contest registrants then invite their friends for more chances to win that prize, and have those friends do the same to make your event go viral prior to tickets going on sale. So the event then is that the end result is that the event does go viral, and this leads to massive sales the same day that tickets go on sale. So you reach more people without paying much for ads, and you gain lots and lots of new potential buyers in your marketing database, because these guys invite 10 friends, and those 10 friends invite 10 friends, and those 10 friends invite 10 friends, and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. The proof on this, the faster and earlier you can sell tickets, the more tickets you're going to sell overall, and the better chances of selling out you're going to have. We all know that. Getting your event to go viral before tickets going on sale will skyrocket demand, driving massive sales when tickets go live. So Backwoods at Mulberry Mountain drove an extra $61,601 the day tickets went on sale with this viral pre-sale contest registration page. These were additional tickets, again, above and beyond their normal on-sale stuff. This was, they gained 1,497 Spotify account access. We talked about that before. So when they did this registration page, they got 1,497 people to give them access to their Spotify listener data to help them with future artist booking decisions as well. So secret number 6, using a contest registration page prior to putting tickets on sale will make your concert go viral, lead to massive marketing database growth, and insane ticket sale numbers at on sale. It'll also help you get more Spotify listener data to make better artist booking decisions. Some questions I get asked here: how do I set up a registration page that tracks the results? Well, you can do it through technology. It's like setting up a basic website. You don't have to know how to code. You just go on, you put the page up, and then you blast it out on your social channels and via email organically and let it start running from there. It starts going viral immediately. How does registering with Spotify give me access to attendee listener data? Well, you have them register and give you that Spotify access through their API for more points in the contest. So by doing so, you're going to get more people to give you that Spotify data, and it does it through the API. It gives you the data through the API. How does the registration page increase my social following or reach on social media? Again, you're going to tell the contest registrants for additional points towards winning that prize to follow you on social media and to share your event on social media. All of this leads to more virality and builds your database. How do I alert people when tickets go on sale? The registration page will do that for you automatically. So when you first set it up, you say, here's when the registration is going to end, here's when tickets are going on sale, and the page will automatically send out an email to everyone that registered saying, hey, tickets just went on sale, get them now. How do I get people to participate in the contest? Again, you offer a great prize and you share it on your social sites and you kind of seed it. You get the first 10, 20 people in there and they're inviting their friends and they're inviting their friends, and you reward them with the most points for inviting more friends. And by doing that, they're all going to be inviting a ton of people, and it's going to get more registrants, build your database, and make your event go viral. All right, so do you see, we just went over the 6 secrets. Do you see that if you choose a ticketing company with 0 ticket fees, okay, and you're going to save money there, you're going to book the right artists at the right price using listener data to make sure that you're driving the ticket sales, you're not overpaying for artists, you're going to save money there as well. You're going to build a huge ambassador team that sells a ton of tickets for you and increases your ticket sales. You're going to build a mobile app to communicate with attendees inexpensively, saving some money and also driving more sales. You're going to stream your concerts and sell virtual tickets online. You're going to get your events to go viral through registration pages for contests before you even put tickets on sale. You see that you could easily grow your music venue's annual profit by $238,000 without adding any additional labor, just by doing these 6 things. Okay. Option number 1, there's a couple different ways that you can achieve this. All right. You can do these 6 things a few different ways and achieve $238,000 in additional profit or more. The hard way, though, is to build your own ticketing platform without fees, right? That would require expensive developers and many years of time and testing probably to get that done. You could poll your own audience manually and ask them who they would like to see every month and ensure that you then book the right acts that they're telling you that they want to see. You could manage and recruit a huge ambassador team manually with spreadsheets and manually chasing them down for money and hard tickets. You could learn to code and develop an app on your own. You could hope and pray that your concerts all go viral or pay crazy amounts in advertising fees to make sure that everybody sees it. Or you could use multiple software apps to stream and ticket your shows, 2 separate ones, but then you can't guarantee that people have paid. Many who are going to start this way with option 1, they're not going to reach profitability for the first 4 to 5 years because this stuff takes time. And most will go out of business before ever getting there. Profit margins will be thin even when profitability is reached. And of course, you're going to be paying more for things that you really don't have to. That's option 1. Option 2 is you can use PromoTix. PromoTix is advanced event technology software that can achieve these 6 things for you immediately. So you keep 100% of the ticketing fees for yourself. You'll recruit hundreds of ambassadors to sell tickets for you because you access their ambassador network. You launch your venue's mobile app without any developers using the graphical interface. You get your concerts to go viral before tickets go on sale. You stream your events events at the venue online and sell virtual tickets globally to attendees. And you can see your potential ticket buyers' Spotify listener data to save money on artists and increase show attendance and build out a great calendar for your venue. So again, this is for music venues who want to increase their profit margin to 32% or more. They want to grow attendance by 20% or more this year, sell millions of dollars worth of tickets annually, make an additional $238,000 in profit, as we said in the beginning. They want to save on marketing costs, save on artist booking costs. They don't ever want to lose money on a show again. They want a guaranteed thing. And they want to be like the big boys and access and leverage the type of data that AEG and Live Nation do to monopolize the industry. Event organizers love PromoTix. So JP Day at Venue 578, we heard from him earlier. We had over 2,500 downloads of our mobile app in the first week of launch. We increased VIP reservations by 10%, cut our text message show announcement costs by $3,000 a month. That's $36,000 a year. And it saves us hours managing our street team. Snails, a dubstep artist, uses PromoTix, and he says, PromoTix manages my team of sluggers, ambassadors, over 1,000 strong across the globe, and tracked over 3,700 posters and flyers for my last tour, ensuring we covered all of our shows. And so I talked about Mulberry Mountain a lot during this presentation. So this success story, a little more in detail here, $880,000 to $1.6 million in revenue, $446,000 in additional profits. $42,000 of that was in ticketing fees saved, $75,000 in advertising saved, $130,000 in artist fees saved. And this was over a 24-month period for them. They were even approved for 2021 events during COVID. And Javi said, PromoTix drove over $404,000 in additional sales for our annual festival and saved us over $42,000 in ticketing fees compared to the year before. This is the best thing we ever did for our shows. This is an example. They sent me a profit and loss statement. This is their ambassador ticket sales. You can see in 2018, they did $175,797. It's very impressive in ambassador ticket sales. And then in 2019, they topped it. They grew it 29.8% more, okay? $228,214.20, okay? Fees for ticketing on their P&L. $47,279.15 they paid in 2018. When they finally launched the ticketing solution that we talked about, $4,995. That's all they paid, a flat fee, and they saved over $42,000 in ticketing fees. They cut that expense line item by 89.44%. Amazing. This is Javi. I'm going to play his testimonial for you here. He sent us this video.
Hello, I'm Javier Gillen, executive producer of Backwoods on Mulberry Mountain. I want to say we're extremely grateful that we found PromoTix. Since we've made over $404,000 in additional sales through their marketing and ambassador programs. We've saved over $42,000 since moving over from Eventbrite on ticketing fees, and it's definitely been the best decision we've made for our event. Thank you.
Okay, and this is a screenshot of the Backwoods at Mulberry Mountain Ambassador Program. You can see this is some of the street team members. Okay, Chase Miska, 23,100. Okay, and this is a list of some of the street team members at Backwoods at Mulberry Mountain, okay? You can see Chase here at the top, $23,148. This is an ambassador who sold over $23,000 worth of tickets for this event. You can see below him, Ricky Hong, $18,829. Allie, $10,580. Leanne, $10,996. These are huge numbers. These ambassadors are moving massive amounts of tickets for these events at Mulberry Mountain. They could be selling tickets for you as well. If you don't have people moving tickets like this for you, why not? This is money above and beyond everything that you're currently doing. And this is a map showing the amount of, just the massive amount of promo that happened for this event through the ambassador program. You can see it all across the U.S., even down there in the U.S. Virgin Islands, up in the corner, up in Washington there. And the event is in the center of the United States. It's just amazing how much promotion they've got across the country using their ambassador program. This is Chase. Chase is one of the ambassadors that you just saw on the previous screen. He also sent us a video. The ambassadors love using this and doing this for event creators as well.
Hey, my name is Chase Miska. I used PromoJuice to promote one event. I sold over $22,000 in tickets, made commission, and earned rewards. I highly suggest this program.
All right. And we've got Ricky as well. Ricky also sent us a video. He's another ambassador. He was on that screen previously.
Hi, my name is Ricky Hong, and I'm a street team member on PromoJuice. In the past 2 years, I've sold over $20,000 worth of tickets in PromoJuice. Platform's super easy to use, and you can sell tickets to anybody. I'd highly recommend this for anybody who produces the events or is looking to join a street team.
Okay, so with PromoTix, you're going to keep 100% of what the customer is willing to pay to attend your event, and that's going to increase your revenue. You can increase your margin to 32% this year and become hilariously profitable. I love that word, hilariously profitable, because it's true. I mean, 32% margins is insane. You can grow your attendance by 20% or more this year, and you can finally lower those artist booking fees. You can even get your concerts to go viral in just 7 days. You can leverage the power of ambassador networks to promote your event, lower your advertising spend, and increase those sales. You can forget about losing money on shows ever again. You'll feel at ease because your financial risk will be lower and your workload lighter. You can get profitable music ticketing software. So before, you would pay tens of thousands in ticketing fees to your old ticketing company. But with PromoTix, you'll keep 100% of that money and make yourself more profitable. You see all the artists that your fans are listening to on Spotify. Before, you may have polled your audience for their favorite artists or listened to friends, staff, or agents on what's hot right now, but now you can see exactly who your ticket buyers are listening to daily on Spotify, helping you to save money on booking and book the artists guaranteed to move ticket sales. Build big ambassador teams on the PromoTix Ambassador Network. Running ambassador programs used to be time-consuming and rarely produced amazing results. Now you can automatically recruit, manage, track, and reward a large ambassador street team and sell more than $150,000 in tickets for your venue through ambassadors. Leverage ambassadors on social media and lower your ad spend. Since you were unable to build huge ambassador teams in the past, you missed out on thousands of organic impressions for previous events, but now with PromoTix, you can lower your social media ad spend and leverage the massive ambassador network. Track posters, flyers, and screenshots on a GPS map. Before, you may not have known exactly where promotions were happening on the ground, and areas of critical importance may have been missed. Now with PromoTix, you'll be able to identify areas that need promotion, and you can send ambassador teams to blanket those areas with promo. Have every ambassador sell tickets for cash, credit, or online. To prevent possible loss and theft, you would have to know and trust your ambassadors to even consider allowing them to sell hard tickets for cash. Now with PromoTix's advanced technology, you can have thousands of ambassadors you've never even met selling tickets for you without risk of losing tickets or ticket money, crushing your venue's sales goals. Build viral contest registration pages and get your fans to promote. So prior to what you learned today, you may have struggled to get your concerts to go viral, but now you can launch a contest registration page in seconds and create incredible demand for tickets by getting fans to refer each other, share their Spotify data with you, and spread the word about your shows. Build your fan base with your own custom branded mobile app. If you wanted a mobile app for your venue before, you would have had to hire expensive developers. But now with PromoTix, you can create your own in about 5 minutes and lower your marketing costs. Live stream your concerts to sell more tickets globally. So before today, you had no way to easily and securely monetize a live stream of a show at your venue. But now you can make thousands more by securely selling tickets to your live stream attendees around the globe. And it's on multiple platforms. So it's on your desktop device. You can access it on your iPhone. You can access it on Android device. And it integrates with many of the other companies that you're probably doing things with: Spotify, Shopify, Facebook, Stripe, Android, YouTube, iPhone, WhatsApp, Google Maps, Twitter, Instagram, and there's several more that aren't even on this screen. So what's a PromoTix relationship valued at anyway? So no ticketing fees, right? The average venue is going to save around $100,000 in ticketing fees. Spotify Artist Insights data, $7,500 worth of value there. The ambassadors module, $15,000 or more, depending upon how much they actually sell for you. Branded mobile app, $12,000 on the cheap side. If you found a developer to do it for you, it's probably going to be more than that, $15,000, $20,000 even for a custom mobile app. Virtual event streaming, $5,000 plus with equipment. Virtual contest registration pages, at least $8,000 is what one other tech solution we saw out there is charging. So this is about $147,500 worth of value that you're going to receive. A special price for music venues. So we're not charging $147,500 for PromoTix. In fact, the normal price is $16,000, which is a huge, huge fraction of that price. You can get a special price by applying online, promotix.com quiz for select music venues. You got to apply at that address for a special price, but we're doing it for select music venues. There is limited availability on that though, because we're only going to take 10 new venues a month due to the amount of time we want to invest to make sure that you are successful. Okay, so we've only taken 10 a month to make sure that everybody is going to get value out of this. And you can apply at promotix.com/quiz. For a limited time, we're also providing a bonus after you apply at promotix.com/quiz. So we guarantee that you're going to make or save money because we're limiting this to the 10 people and we're going to ensure that you make that money. In fact, we guarantee it so much, we're providing a $20,000/$40,000 guarantee depending upon if you're applying these techniques for 1 year or you're applying them for 2 years. We're going to guarantee that you at least make or save $20,000 each year. Now, some of you may be asking, will this work if I'm not yet doing $1 million in sales? Of course it's going to work if you're not doing $1 million in sales. In fact, it's going to help you get to $1 million in sales rather quickly, maybe within 12 months' time. Will this work if I'm doing much more than $1 million in sales? Absolutely. If you're doing more than $1 million in sales, you have a lot to gain because once we increase that margin, your profits just go through the roof. Will this work if I already have a contract with another ticketing company? It most definitely will, okay? We do the math on this one. We talked about this earlier in this video, but do the math on this one and you will see that breaking the contract with your current ticketing company makes sense because you're no longer going to be paying that ticket service fee. Are there any long-term contracts? There's no long-term contracts with this. These are are tactics that you can put in place immediately. And if it's not working for you, you can walk away at any time. There's no long-term contracts. What are the exact terms of the guarantee? So again, we guarantee that we will make or save you $20,000 when you apply these 6 secrets to your venue business. You can actually find the exact terms. If you really want to read through it, it's on the website. How do I save or make money if I normally pass the ticketing fee on to the attendee? Well, again, this is about the Max Price Fallacy, right? So what you would do is raise your price of the ticket to include everything that the customer was already willing to pay. So if before they were willing to pay $40 plus a $10 ticket fee, and now it was going to be a final price of $50, you would price it at $50 and you get to keep the entire thing. You get to keep $50. Nothing goes to your ticketing company. Will this work for me if I'm outside the USA? Yes, it will. You're able to do this in any country around the world. There's several different currencies that are being accepted on the technology platform, including US dollars, American currency, Canadian dollars. In Europe, there's the pound, Australian dollar. There's several different currencies on the platform. You can use this even if you're outside the US. How do I justify the cost to my boss? Well, if you watch those initial videos, I talked about the real cost of ticketing sponsorships and the increase your music festival's profit guaranteed. We walk through some different ticketing deals. Those ticketing deals alone will more than make up for anything that that applying these 6 techniques will cost you. You will make way more than what you are going to pay for this. In fact, like I said, we guarantee that you're going to come out at least a minimum of $20,000 ahead than you did the year before. How do you know that we're legit? Well, we're definitely legit. You can see on the website, we're based in the U.S. Virgin Islands. We're registered. We have an office. You can come down here, visit us. We'll not only take you out to the beach for a beer, but you can come by our office. What if I'm in a different time zone? How do I get support? Well, we have 24/7 customer support. You can email, you can chat on the website, or you can call your client success manager. You probably will end up with their cell phone number. So support is very easy to get. How can I see a demo of the software? We actually have standing demos of the software every week on Wednesdays. You can sign up on the website or just get in touch with us and we'll send you a ticket so that you can watch the live stream of the demo. How do my staff and I get training on the software? Again, your client success manager that's provided to you, we only take 10 new venues a month. And the reason for that is because we make sure that we train you to utilize and we implement the software so that you are set up for success. How soon should I get started to be successful with my music venue? Of course, you should start yesterday. That's right, yesterday, or right this second. You should start as soon as possible. And what if I don't like it? Can I ask for my money back? You sure can. But we have the guarantee in place, and we're positive you're going to make more than you pay for the software. So how do you get started? Again, go to promotix.com/quiz. That's where you want to go to get started. When you're done filling out the quiz, you'll be brought to a booking page. Just book an appointment with an event strategist on that page, and we will talk with you then. Don't forget, promotix.com/quiz. It's the power to hold successful events. I'm Will, and we'll see you in the next video.